Welcome guys back to Spyder Rider. Today is finally here. We're going to install the highway pegs. I talked to you guys earlier about this and posted on my Instagram account. But this is made by Spyder Extras, sold by Sling Mod. Got all my parts ready to go. And they tell me this can be put on with just a socket wrench. So we're going to start here in a few moments. All right, first we're on the, as you can see on the left foot peg, we're going to go underneath here. And as you can see, I already told you guys wrong. We apparently need an Allen wrench. We need to remove those two nuts first. Okay, so I picked up the Allen wrench we need. And it's a 4mm. So we're going to remove these first. We're going to start on the left side. And as you see, I removed the footrest because this is a screw type, which seems to be the more difficult version to put in rather than the bolt type. So we need to put new bolts onto the back here. These are the old screws we took out. These are the new ones we're going to put back in. Like I said, these are going to be the new bolts. They're going to kind of go in like that on each side. Probably the easiest way to put these in, I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to go ahead and screw these on. On both of them. Then I'm going to use pliers once I get these started to screw them the rest of the way in, because there's no way you're going to be able to hand tighten these. I'm going to show you guys the process of putting these in. Don't use needle nose, learn that. Use your regular pliers, they work much better. Just like that. And you can see you go around and around till it sits down against the actual rubber of the footrest. Okay, we'll get that the rest of the way in. Then we'll reinstall them. One thing I failed to mention before I reinsert the footrest is, as you can see, these bolts are bigger than the actual holes in the metal footrest, so these do need drilled out. So I'm going to go ahead and drill those out before I can insert the rubber foot peg. All right, as you can see, the holes have been drilled out. Now we're going to replace the rubber footrest. Now it sits pretty much flush, and once I get the bolts on the back, it'll even make that even snugger. Now the next step is to actually take the L bracket. Make sure this part is facing forward. That's where you make the adjustment for the actual foot peg. So it'll go on like this. Like that. Then underneath we'll put a washer on, and then we'll put a lock nut and then tighten it down. All right, the screws are put in with the lock nuts. I'm going to show you guys underneath here. And I'm going to use a number 11 socket to tighten them down. And we'll go ahead and tighten those up. Looking underneath again, you can tell they're both tightened up now. Now we're going to move on to put the actual highway peg on, which of course will go right here. This is the actual highway peg assembly, and as you can see, it came with the bolts already on. The main difference with the two bolts are the upper and the lower. Make sure the lower bolt, no matter what, you keep the thicker washer on that bolt. So I'm going to take these out, and we're going to go ahead and install them. That's the thin washer. Like I said, this is the larger, thicker washer, goes on the bottom. or on the adjustable front. Okay, then washer in the front. And thick washer on the adjustable end. Now, I will use a socket to tighten those up, and we'll see what it looks like. I wanted to show you guys the adjusting function of these, how they move up and down, so you can pretty much adjust them depending on how you want them before I tighten them down. I'm gonna try to find the best foot placement for me. All right, I'm gonna sit on my bike so we can go ahead and adjust the pegs the way we like it. All right, I think we need to come up a little bit here. I think that's pretty good. My friend's gonna tighten it up for us. All right, I think that's good. We'll tighten it up a little bit more when we're done here. Let me just check it. Okay, I think that's a pretty good fit. You guys can see the concept there. Where you're used to keeping your leg back here on those longer rides, you can actually stretch out. Make a huge difference. I think it will anyway. We're going to do the other side. We're on the right side now of the installation of the highway pegs. Just to let you guys know, I don't know if you caught that, but on the other side, I actually had these put on backwards when I replaced the rubber part, so just make sure it's turned this way. And again, we're going to undo the bolts. There's 2 bolts on the bottom. Make sure we get both those out with an Allen wrench. I also recommend having a complete socket set and a complete Allen wrench set with you, because it always seems like you're going to need 3 or 4 different sizes. All right, I'm going to remove both of these and then we'll get to the next step. Again, just like the last time, you want to insert the new bolts . And lock those in first, and the second one. Sorry, flip it around. And again, use pliers to insert them. We could start them just with your hand. Then use pliers to put them the rest of the way in. All right. And like the last time, I used a drill to make the holes bigger so the rubber foot peg fit right back in. Then you have the L bracket that goes back. Again, it's the only way. Make sure the adjustment side is on this side. Line up the holes. Then you put a washer and a lock nut. Same thing in the back. Washer and a lock nut. Then I'll get my ratchet to tighten those up, but you can see underneath. And the final step again is to mount the actual highway peg. And like I told you the last time, make sure the thicker washer is on the adjustable bolt. And again, the thicker washer. And go ahead and just use your ratchet set to lock that up. I mean, it looks pretty good. Right, everyone, the installation is done. Highway pegs for the Can-Am Spyder. I think they complement the bike very nicely. Go around and take a look all the way around. Of course, in future videos, I'll let you guys know how they feel. I'm hoping for a big difference. Help out the knees a little bit. There you go, guys. See you next time on the Spyder Rider channel, Spyder Rider Extras. Have a great afternoon.